ridge! Big buck on the ridge! So today's a very special day because as of 6 months ago, I drew a whitetail tag for South Dakota along with my family, friends, and several other people, including 9 people with us. We're heading out to South Dakota. We're going to be hunting some giant whitetail, well, at least hopefully we're running some, but along the way, something actually happened that we didn't anticipate, and that is one of my brother's friends' trucks broke down as he was pulling an RV out to the spot that we were gonna hunt at. So basically, we're hunting right on this flat, out in the middle of this bluff, so we really don't have a lot going on, and we need to have something to sleep in. But as he was pulling it out there, he had an issue with his truck. His truck broke down, and so we ended up having to hook up to it with our truck, and well, let's just say it was definitely a gas guzzler. We're pulling it with my dad's 1500 LT Chevy Silverado, and it took a toll on it. It definitely got the job done, but we were going up hills and we were hitting 4,500, close to 4,800 RPMs, just trying to maintain 58 miles an hour. But anyways, with all that being said, let's head on out to South Dakota, and I welcome you. Alright guys, so we just got here to this bluff, and once I get to this edge, we're gonna post up to watch down into these canyons here, or maybe out there. The key is I gotta get to a spot where I can see. Probably like here. This is a really good spot here. Wow. Look at that draw. You can see for days out there. That's incredible. I like so I can see here. If we need to, we could take a shot there. Or way out there, but that's too far. That's a good spot here. Now, I no longer then sat there for less than 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I saw motion from a deer. Look at that, right there. Right there. Pretty cool. About a 6-point. Camera's focusing on the tree. There's something about sitting here waiting in this absolutely stunning, peaceful environment that is honestly breathtaking, and it's a lot to take in. This is my view right here. The sun came out already, and I can see quite a bit further now. All the way out there to roughly 250. Down the bottom of the canyon. Probably can't see because the sun is shining, but out there, that's about 480 to the bottom down there. And then that's 550 to the top of that hill. Lastly, I can see way out here. As much fun as it was watching that nice 6-point buck come past, that's not exactly what we're looking for. So now we're heading to the next spot. And at this point, we're going to start doing some pushes. Basically, that means we have 5 or 6 guys in the middle. We all spread out about 50 yards apart, walk a straight line, and you have 2 to 3 guys on the ends. Well, you have 2 guys on the end, and then you have 2 guys halfway up, which they can either shoot straight up and straight down, and the drivers can shoot straight all the way across, but the end post guys, they can only shoot straight down or across. Well, anyways, I was one of the posters. So this is going to be my first spot. Wow, this is the view from up here. What a stunning look. Let's see out to there, 350 yards. And then all the way over to here, 450 yards. And I'm sitting here with my AR 308 and the GoPro. Lock and loaded. Oh, 8-pointer. That's pretty cool. All right, so that was pretty cool watching that little 8-point buck come past with a doe, but then a couple minutes later, I hear, and I look over, and this is what I see coming right towards me. Nice shot, Jim. You got him. Heck yeah. Freaking ran right to you. He's dead. It's a nice 10-pointer, and my dad's good friend took a shot, which evidently was a great one because he piled up right before he got to the fence. A few minutes later, another doe comes hauling out of the brush. She sees the dead one. She sees the dead one right there. And another one. Look at another doe coming out right to me. They're all busting out right now. Wow, that's so cool. I do have to say though, that's probably the first time I've ever seen a buck come in my direction and then just honestly just fall right over before it got, you know, too close to me. So that was a very unique experience to be able to see that. He wasn't big enough for me to personally shoot, but at the same time, when you got guys that are shooting at him, it makes you think, oh, that's a shooter. But that's not how it works. How it works is you get a choice. You can choose whether or not that buck's big enough for you or not. And if it's not, you don't have to shoot. Whether or not you want to back up your buddy, that's besides the point, and that's kind of up to you. For me, obviously if it was a huge one, there's no way I would have let him go that far. But since he wasn't quite up to that level, I just kind of let nature take its place. Well, that was pretty cool. Got to see my buddy shoot it. It almost got shot by me. But Rhiley was going down. That was awesome. He's right here. Dandy 10-pointer. Heck yeah. He was like 100 for me. So he was already shot. I'd say probably less than 100.
Deer killer. Was that you, Eric?
Huh?
Was that you, Eric?
And this is when everything changed because we were doing another drive, and this time we were on the third to final sitter. I was the fourth sitter, and we just put out the third guy. And as he went out, we saw that he was starting to head towards my direction. So we quickly figured out that he obviously was focused on a deer because I kept seeing him point a certain direction, and it looked like he was aiming. Well, I couldn't figure out why he wasn't shooting, if it wasn't big enough or what, but I knew this guy only shot bucks that were for sure 130 plus, 140, so he's not gonna shoot a little scrubber deer. It's gotta be at least, you know, a good solid buck. And once I heard his shot, I knew it was gonna be a good one. But the only problem is, I wasn't in my position. So I had to get out, haul all the way over to the fence, jump over a barbed wire fence, get in position to maybe get a shot on this buck if he crossed in the right spot. Well, that just happened. A really nice buck just came running through, and as soon as he saw me, he bolted, so I had no time to be able to even think. It was just instinct, try and shoot in front of him, get a good shot, and I didn't get him. I could only see about an inch of his back and his rack, and that's all I had to go with, but I didn't get him. So what ended up happening is this buck was coming right towards me, and as soon as it got to the edge of the brush, it was about to bust out, but it seen me when I was running up the hill to try and get higher up for a better vantage point. Once it seen me, I saw it, I saw its rack, and he immediately busted out, but he turned hard right to stay right down in that thicket there, and he was just below the hill that I couldn't quite see over the top of. So literally all I could see was his rack and about 2 inches of his back sticking out going through the grass and a bunch of red willow brush. So I basically had to shoot through the brush to try and compensate to where the main vitals would have been on that deer, and long story short, I didn't get it. I missed that deer. Did not get that deer. And in case you're wondering how I know I didn't get that deer, well, I ended up seeing him 350 yards away, just standing there, looked perfectly fine. All I could see was his rack, but you could see how he was kind of walking. Didn't seem like he was hurt at all. And yeah, I mean, I could see basically his whole body, but he was so far away that you really couldn't get a decent shot. He was walking straight away from me, and he was about to go underneath this tree, and I didn't really want to hit, a not vital hit on him. So I just decided to not take the next shot. And I went all the way over there and snuck up on him. Didn't find one single drop of blood. So that's how I know. And then we decided to go to another location where we're gonna push this draw all the way down to the bottom here. I was again another poster where actually there was somebody 100 yards away from me that was part of a different guide. He wasn't part of our group, but he found out that we were doing a push this way and decided to try and cut them off. So basically he just ended up sitting right next to me, but I had no clue who he was. So at this point, it was absolutely crucial for me to be able to make a perfect shot on the buck and make sure that he would go down before the other hunter would have a chance to take the shot. He would have to be down instantly. And well, I was sitting there waiting for a little while, didn't see much, and all of a sudden I saw a nice rat coming out right through the brush. Unfortunately, he never came out. He turned back around into the woods, and I never saw him again. If you look closely, you can see that red grass right out in the middle. That's where he popped out. He popped out into that grass and turned back around into the woods. Well, anyways, that didn't work out. So we decided to drive around, and we spotted a beautiful whitetail about 1,000 yards away in the middle of a field. Now, this whitetail was smart because there was no cover anywhere near that buck. There was nothing we could do to try and get close to him, except try and figure out a way to get around him. And that's what we did. We took 2 guys, went around the back side of him, and we left 2 guys on the front side. So I was with my brother's buddy, and I took the south side of the woods, and he took the north side. We saw this deer from the pressure of the people that were in the front. It actually pushed these deer out to the nearest woods, which there was a woods just on the back side of the draw, and it was probably 300-400 yards away from where he was. Well, I seen him cut in that direction, and so we got over on the backside. I was looking, I couldn't see anything except for 3 does, but the 3 does were the ones that were with him. So I thought, if we see 3 does, he's in there somewhere. Well, everyone was looking, trying to find him, and they're like, no, he's not there. And I said, listen, he's gonna be here somewhere. He's gonna be here somewhere. I'm looking in the bottom of the brush row, right off the edge of the draw, and I see this big deer coming through. And I see a rack. I'm like, yup, there he is. He's the first buck in that woods. So that is when we decided to set up and get in position on this buck. And then this happens. What you're about to see next is some of the most incredible footage of any deer hunting video that I've ever seen. And to be able to make it on my own is even more impressive. So what happens first is a couple does jump out the backside here. And meanwhile, there's 3 other does on the other side of this pond as I'm sitting here waiting. I'm posted up, waiting for the buck to come out. I know he's for surely in this woods. Whether or not he's going to come out my side or my brother's buddy side, I don't know that for sure. But I know he's in here. And all we can do is hope that somebody gets a shot. Otherwise, we'll never see him again. He could easily bust out. And the problem is, these does busted out the backside here. So you literally had to be watching at that split second or you wouldn't have seen him. Because there's only like a 10-foot area where you can see. And then before that, there's kind of like a drop off, like a knoll. And they just come right through there so fast that you'd almost have to see the nose coming out of the woods at the same time as you're taking the shot. Because otherwise he's going to be gone. And so I'm super focused on that particular spot where there's an opening. And well, he never comes out. But then another doe comes out. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's got to be coming out any second. He still doesn't come out. Until I hear something coming behind me. And I couldn't tell if it was like a person or, well, because 2 guys went in the woods, remember. We got 2 guys posted, and we got 2 guys that went into the woods, and they pushed right down the middle. So the buck, if he's in there, he's going to either bust out to the north or the south, and I'm on the south end. Well, that's why I thought. I'm like, it's either a person or a deer. And I just heard like a just getting louder and louder and louder. And I swung. At that moment, my GoPro was on, and I swung. And as soon as I swung, I seen Rack, and I knew that it was him.
He's down.
You want to eat, but that one you gotta shoot every. Holy Jesus Christ, sir!
What?
The keep. Oh, this is fucking 308. Oh my God. Beautiful buck.
That's awesome. Look at the times on. Holy.
Big 8, big heavy. Did they get one too?
Coyote.
Coyote.
So the two does go right past me here, and I'm like, come on, he's gonna be coming. And I heard some barreling behind me. I'm like, either that's a hunter or a deer.
Well,
he came out of the field. I was like, he's right here.
But
I was like, he's coming back.
Other people gotta learn to say, hey, like, you know, with that big buck.
Oh, that's him. Oh, that's awesome.
Big buck, you know, power.
Oh, tractor. Let's go.
Get on there and picture.
Oh, I seen the high rack on him. I was like, oh my God.
I gotta walk again. There's no walking through right now.
I know, I couldn't get
Can you record it?
Yeah, well, in a minute. There's just a couple pictures for sure. There, almost died.
Can you record it?
Oh my God. It's him. But I literally had to do a 360. I was aiming this way in case he jumped out of there. And I heard it and I swung quick, and that was him, of course. I had to be ready at that moment.
So you want in there in a picture? Huh?
Yeah, come in the picture, bro.
This is my buddy Phil. He might have missed one this morning. But
Hey, at least you got some shit.
and then Devin's the one to put you on this. Saw him out in the field with 4 does.
Did an awesome job pushing this.
4 does. What these are?
4 does came out first.
Middle of a 1,000-acre field.
He stayed in there so long, he didn't want to come out, and then all of a sudden, finally busted out at the last
What do you think, Phil? Pretty good one?
That's a massive,
Thick, tall,
yeah. For a
big
date,
neck,
that's as good as
big neck.
you know, it's a dandy. That's freaking awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Comes around the corner, I'm right to you.
Yeah.
He goes right around the corner, I'm like, oh, you're dead.
But I just seen 3 does come in, and I'm like, he's gonna come out right here. He's got him. And then there was 2 does over there, 2 on the other side of the lake. So I'm kind of mostly focusing here. But then I'm also kind of
Whammy shows.
Oh, here's a late comer.
Got him.
Go get your picture by him too. Go over there. Go over there. Rocky, you gotta go get your picture with him. You almost had him.
I was like, who's he gonna go to first?
Are you empty, Rocky? I haven't even light.
Yeah, I see that. Gun safety's forever. There you go. Good deal. Looks good. Good job.
Nice job, big guy.
Heck yeah.
That looks exactly like your body.
Oh, see it. Wow.
Pretty consistent shooting.
I never want to get in front of that.
That's what a 308 does. Shortly after, my dad got a nice 8-point buck.
Buck number 3 on the day.
Then, my brother shot a dandy 10-point buck. The only problem is, he shot it 1.5 miles away from the nearest truck spot. So we had to carry it all the way back, through canyon, through ravine, over canyons, over ravines, back and forth, until finally we got it there. Oh my God. It was forever. And not only that, it was almost dark.
Yeah, just right on there, buck killed.
Oh, that's a pretty buck.
Well, decent for sure.
We got back to the camp and we started setting up our bucks on the good old buck pole. So these are the 3 that we got the first day.
6 feet.
And then this is the second day, so we have another.
Good.
Well, we have 9 in total, so that means we have 6 more to put up onto the buck pole. 6 more, and there they are, right there.
It's a sweet life.
Well, there's 4 of them.
Nice little bunch of bucks there.
Now we got a good start,
Oh, it's not gonna fall.
Did you have it on video?
and it
Not
falls.
the fall, no.
Look at the brows on it, bitch.
We
think I'm
had
gonna stand here and record
7
it?
deer
Waiting
on
for
the pole, and it falls.
No, you can line them all up.
Yeah, we can have a ground picture now.
Unbelievable.
Well, they're all dirty.
Verbally hit it,
So,
and I'll have one left.
we used a tire and improvised and rebuilt the buck pole. Now it is heavily reinforced and sturdy.
Wipe.
So there you have it.
Oh,
All 9
Man, that
bucks.
sounds-
Hanging up there.
Mine's the one in the
now we gotta
middle
get a picture.
with the tall
We almost
G2s.
hit one down there.
Oh,
And
yeah,
yeah,
that's
How many
something.
hanging up there?
Now we gotta get a picture.
We almost hit one down there.
then my buddy Jeremy got a nice 10-pointer. And that is going to wrap up the 2025 South Dakota whitetail rifle hunting season. We ended up finishing off with 11 of 11, so 100% on all of our tags being filled. Anyways, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and also hit the hype button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.